Hi, I'm Rich with insideHPC. We're here at the Panasas booth at SC12 in Salt Lake City. You're the chief scientist
Yes.
at Panasas, and you've got something new going on with Hadoop, but this is a supercomputing conference. What's going on with that?
You know, the thing that's really happening in the data world is we're capturing a lot more synthetic and real sensor information. So whether it be logs from account records, outputs from simulation, or computers and sensors in a chip, we're getting a lot more of that. And we're figuring out how to reduce the cost of processing it so far that we can get value and turn it into competitive advantage. That's what's happening. It's across the field. In HPC, we used to call it visualization, but we got too much data to just look at it anymore. We got to do analytics on it, and it falls into the same category. And Hadoop is a great platform for taking a gigantic amount of information and reducing it down to the central core that you then want to do the second level analysis on. And that's what's happening across the field in enterprise, in warehousing, and in HPC.
So Panasas just recently introduced Hadoop support with the ActiveStore 14, right?
Yep.
I mean, what does that mean, Hadoop support?
Well, so the fundamental issue is that after you've crunched it with that low-cost, high-throughput Hadoop cluster, you have valuable assets. You want that valuable assets on a system you trust, full-featured, the full range of things. The first and foremost thing is you want it on a good, high-quality NAS, but it has to keep up. You need the high speed of a direct flow environment, and then it turns out that once you can process from off-board quickly, you can optimize Hadoop and go faster in many cases because you're using your off-board NAS.
So Hadoop was kind of created to get a lot of storage on cheap disk, and is this an evolution or a revolution?
Now, Hadoop isn't about the storage. The HDFS platform for the temporary files is really cheap, but there's not that much infrastructure protecting your data. So you could just buy it for low quality, unreliable storage, but if you also want the highest quality, most reliable storage, you want to separate your data into the raw inputs and the processed outputs. And the processed outputs land on the high reliability stuff.
Okay, Garth, we were on a panel back in New York about big data.
Yep.
And I remember the question came up, but what do the Hadoop people have to teach us at HPC and vice versa?
The Hadoop people took an attitude about scalability that said blow off on the matching every semantic today and focus on the hard problems with everything failing all the time. And that they did really nicely. And now, of course, they're trying to retrofit in compatibility, and we're making sure that all the observations about scalability fly. So higher levels of protection are showing up, and the large chunk size. Panasas knew this kind of stuff. Students from the same projects that gave rise to Panasas went off and gave rise to the Google file system.